We are live.
We're live. Good morning. Welcome to Talking Investing. I'm
That
Tom. That's George.
we and why are we doing this again, Tom?
Well, we got more breaking news, although we're not quite sure how to break it because they haven't said anything yet. HIVE has halted trading not on the Nasdaq though. So I just want to show you guys what's going on. If I go to the Nasdaq, you'll see HIVE has been trading this morning. It's been all over the place. It was up like 14% earlier. Now it's up like 5.66%. So it's had, let's go to a smaller candle here.
Do you think that's sending ripples across everything? Do you think that's where something's going on? Because Bitfarms I was up, decent amount, and then all of a sudden Bitfarm just plummeted.
Bitfarms is back to zero right now. It's not the HIVE news that's sending ripples. So I'm going to go to the regular chart, the Bitcoin chart, and you will see we just did a retest to $67,000. So the action this morning, we are now, 45 minutes into trading, and the swings have been dramatic because we were up, going into trading, we were up over 68,000. And, within 20 minutes, we were under 67,000. And I think that was a big drop. So it's not massive volume, you can see. But it was a big drop. And I think getting under 67, that was a test. But you can see even I'm on the 1 hour candle. We're back up way above 67, so I don't think we'll close even on a 1 hour candle. So I'm expecting everything. It's already happening. At 9:33, this board was green, like super green. Everything was up huge. And then, by 9:45, this board was red. So other than HIVE, which has kind of stayed up there, but again, HIVE has news. So the Canadian exchange, this is on the TSX. You can see these are the two 4-hour candles from yesterday, the 8th, and now today, the 9th, there is no candle. They're not trading. They're halted. So, and let's just read the release. So IIROC trading halt. At the request of the company pending news, trading is halted on HIVE on the Toronto exchange. However, it is not halted on the Nasdaq. And you can see it's rallying back. It's up. Now it's up about 6%, but it was up much more than that this morning. This was at $5.59 earlier this morning. And George is back. And it's in the low fives at about 5.16, but still up 6%. It's one of the only ones that are green. Riot is having a nice day. Riot's up about 5.8% right now. That was up 10 or 12% earlier. Everything else went red. But nothing is severely red. Just to let everybody know, I did try to buy 3 things this morning. I'm not sure which orders went through. At one point, Bitfarms was down 3%. So I tried to get some more of that. And as well as some HUT and some CleanSpark. So, because those had taken wild swings. They went from very green to very red in a few minutes. So, and I do feel like this is a short pullback, but I guess time will tell. So yeah, see, now we're at 67,411. And going green, 67,550. So I think that we're going to have a nice recovery here this morning, but I don't know. This has been bouncing around. We have been so overdue for a little pullback, and I'm just going to show I rarely care about this and even show this, but I'm just going to show the RSI on the 1 hour, and you can see, this was yesterday afternoon, and now we're down back towards, I've got a line at 50 because we have pretty much held above 50 on this run. So the fact that on the 1 hour we're back down to around 50 is encouraging to me. But, most people don't use the 1 hour RSI. So I'm going to go to the 1 day. And yeah, see, we're still under 70. So we have extended runs between 70 and 80. So I'm not worried. We're not overbought. We're just testing. We haven't tested any of these lines of resistance in days and days. So it is no surprise to me. Because remember, we were, on Friday, we were down here. So we went down and tested. The last thing we tested was 60,000. So then we blew through 63,000. We blew through our April all-time high. We blew through our new October all-time high. So, it was like, this is pretty straight up. I mean, it doesn't look like it on the 1 hour, but from here to here, this was a very huge move up. So if all we're going to do is go back and test 67,000, I would call that a huge win, which I think is what's happening. It's hanging in. It did candle wick below 67,000, but it seems to be holding above. So I think that's going to be key. If it holds above 67,000, I'd like to see it head back to 68, and then we're going to have to start putting new lines on this because I have no more lines. This was our all-time high. I have in mind that, I feel like we're going to take a run to 70,000 before we start to go back and test anything. But we really haven't broken out of this 68,000 yet. So I think this was 68,564. I thought we got a little higher than that somewhere. That seems to be about it. So somewhere around 68.5 seems to be the all-time high. So we're sitting at 67,109. So we are clearly testing 67,000 right now, and that needs to hold. So, and I think it's going to, but again, this is not financial advice. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know. We could test points below this, but you can see it's a big gap. There's not much going on in between here. So I don't think we're gapping all the way down to this. So I think 67,000 is going to hold, in my opinion. I was hoping that HIVE would tell us what they're doing. I've never seen this before where it's halted on one exchange and not on the other exchange. So, and it's halted. I mean, here's the thing. At the request of the company pending news. So, impose a temporary suspension. So, I mean, I don't know what news. Usually, what's the news? Anybody got any thoughts on what the news could be? Usually that means they're probably doing a stock offering maybe. Or they bought something, or I don't know. I'm speculating. Just reading some of the comments. Yeah, the volume on Riot has been huge. I am very bullish on Riot. So I was hoping, I missed my window. I may still, after this stream, add some Riot because I think it's just getting going. It had blown way past, it was at like 42 this morning. So it's pulled back to 38. I'm going, as long as this doesn't have a super run up while we're talking, I will add to my Riot position. So, and I think, 40 was our price target. So this morning it had blown by that. It's pulled back from that. So to me, I'm going to use this, again, not financial advice, but for me, I'm going to use this as a buying opportunity. And my new price target, so spoiler alert, in my next video, I think I'll be saying that $50 is my new price target for Riot, as long as it can get back and cross 40. And we got from $25 to $40. fast on Riot. So I don't think it's going to take that long to get to 50. Let's go back to the Bitcoin chart. So 67,122, we are definitely holding. So that is what I'm looking for this morning. And, you know, for those of you, hopefully you don't look at your account every day, because I'm looking at it all day, and I had a very bad 15 minutes from 9:33 to 9:48. It was a major reversal of fortune. But I think that was a bottom. I think it was a buying opportunity, and I think we're going back up. Welcome back, George.
Sorry. I'm just so you guys know, I'm selling everything I own so I can get into Bitcoin mining companies and stuff of that nature. So I've sold another property. Yay. And that was just the attorney calling to close it.
Real estate.
Yay.
Real estate.
I've made all my money in real estate, guys, just so you know. I don't know how. It's just insane. Real estate's insane down here right now. Isn't it?
It's insane in Florida where we are, and George is also in Georgia, and I think it's very good there too. So I don't know how. I think real estate's good all over.
Yeah, that's, you know, it's like almost everything. It can't be too good for too long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who is SDC?
What's
Smile Direct Club just got hammered.
Oh, somebody's reading my mind. I'm doing a video on Smile Direct Club.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I'm telling you guys, we didn't plan this. They just got hammered, Tom. They just went down 24%.
Did somebody put that in the comments? I don't know why I can't see it.
Oh, what? What did it say?
Oh, are you reading that yourself?
Who, me?
Yeah. Where'd you get
No.
Smile Direct Club?
I just went and looked at stocks.
Oh,
and I saw that. Yeah, and I. Would you think it was a brain fart?
No, I thought somebody left a comment. I'm like, I don't see a comment on Smile Direct
No,
Club.
it just went down 26% for the day.
Yeah, they just had earnings. It was a train wreck.
You know what is so amazing? Here is what gets me about. So people knew this, right? The people that are involved in purchasing stock and stuff like that, like the hedge fund guys, they have an idea what's going to happen. Don't you agree?
Well, that's the big question. Do they have more of an idea than us? Do they have an insider idea?
Yeah, because they pushed it. They pushed this stock literally, because I watched it go up like, I don't know, like, what was it, about a month ago? It just took off. Because I was like, oh, I missed this. And then all of a sudden, bam, they pull the rug out from underneath it. How do they know to do this? That's what I want to know.
It's a small cap stock. It's super volatile. And
1.6 billion?
Before this beat down today, it had already gotten beat down. So you'll have to wait for my video, but because I want to finish reading.
You have to see it. It is just like a plummet.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bad, isn't it?
That was a rough one. The other guys that did earnings this morning was, I'm just going to look them up real quick because Workhorse, which is a stock I own and follow, so I probably need to do an update video. They're having their earnings call right now, so I'll listen to it after. They're down 4%, which actually is behaving very well compared to the
Kevin, I'll give you some news on Eni in a second, because it is an interesting answer.
So Workhorse is hanging in there. That was the other one I thought could potentially plummet this morning, but it's already so beat down. You can see it's 52-week. It's almost at its all-time low. This was almost a $43 stock. It's now at $6.59, so I guess there's not too much more they can beat out of this, but there was some tough news they had to deliver this morning. And then let's go.
Yeah, Tom believes Riot is the way to go, just so you guys know. This is not financial advice.
I mean, you guys, I've said my feelings on Riot. I think we're nowhere near where we're going. I've just set a new price target of $50 for Riot. What's it doing right now? It's up 6.7, so it's at $39.21 right now. It was at $42 earlier in the trading day today. So we're spending a bunch of time. We're still at 67,007, around 67.1. So we're still sitting here testing 67. So that's actually okay because it's leaving some buying windows open for me anyway. So again, you guys got to decide what you want to buy. This is not
Due
financial
diligence,
advice.
Tom. I mean, maybe you should change your name to Due Diligence, Tom. Hey, DDT. Weren't you going to show us something on Smile Direct before you came back here?
Yes, and you're right. Workhorse has a DOJ investigation going on, which is never a good thing. They pretty much fired their CEO and CFO already, so I don't know what's going to come of that, but it's never good news for a stock, and their operations are having some problems. I think there's a potential buying opportunity, but that one is a big risk, and it's a long play, and most people are going to abandon that stock big time based on what I think they're going to say on their conference call today.
Is it Neo? Is it Neo? NUNOLP? He got smart and sold his Tesla.
Well, in my opinion, good time to sell Tesla.
He sold Tesla and moved into Riot and Bitfarm. You know what? We were gonna do a spreadsheet and show this for the top 10 Bitcoin mining companies. And if you take the top 10 Bitcoin mining company, compare their market cap to Tesla.
Oh, it's shocking.
We were thinking that the top 10 Bitcoin mining companies would make more money than Tesla. I don't know if that's true or not. We never did it.
It won't be true in 2021.
It won't be.
They'll give them a run for their money in 2022, and I think in 2023, I think the miners, it won't be close.
So somebody wrote something about Any. I'm sorry. Somebody wrote something about Any. What do you think's gonna? I mean, I know you don't have a crystal ball, and I know this isn't financial advice, but explain to why Any is a really weird play.
Any is a weird play, and they've had a lot of huge news. I'm almost in the last 2 weeks changing my mind about what's going on with Any. Up until about 2 weeks ago, I thought Any was going to be a potential disaster when it did its merger. So Any is the stock ticker. Sphere 3D is the company. They're merging with Griffin Mining. So lots of different names, but at the end of the day, they're still going to trade under Any. So nothing's going to change. The stock ticker isn't going to change. They're just going to issue a lot of stock in order to merge and become... They're going to become a mining company. They're pretty much going to be a pure play mining company, in my opinion. The business that they conduct right now is not significant. So, but they've had a massive press release. Their stock did not do what I thought it was going to do. I thought it was going to run up to $9 or $10, and it didn't do that. So, and at the same time, they bought an unbelievable amount of Bitcoin miners. So I'm starting to feel like that could be, even money on that one.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I'm still a little concerned about it, but it is I don't think by any means it's going to be the disaster that could have been. And I'm paying close attention because a lot of people got destroyed on Gree, which, went through a similar series of events, although they did it in a much more complicated way that I think left people very confused before, during, and after the merger. So, but I'm feeling okay with Any right now. I don't own any, but I feel much better about them than I did 2 weeks ago. So I'll try to get a video out on them. I did a video, but it's out of date at this point because so much has happened since then. They're down 5% right now on the day. So if we go down, HIVE is up 7.3% on mystery news. Let's see if HIVE still not trading. So that is still not trading. And on the NASDAQ, it's on the way up. So on these 30-minute candles, it ran up at the open and then it ran back down, and now it seems to be getting some momentum. but I'm gonna go to their website. Oh, not there. Scammers are impersonating. All right, so they got a little warning there. But the thing is, they've got no, like, here's news. No news. This is from October 27th. So whatever news they have that they stopped trading for in Canada, they have not said what it is. And I'm surprised because it's been hours now. So
Wait, how long for a lawsuit?
I mean, it depends on what they have to say. They better have something important to say if they stop trading all morning. I mean, this is an extended period of time for them to have stopped trading.
Well,
Now,
I mean, to think that they stopped on you know, the Canadian market and not the United States market, that's crazy.
it's very strange. I don't maybe that's happened before. It's not something I've ever paid attention to. It seems very, very strange to me. So I'm not touching it right now. I'm not going to buy it on pure speculation. They have something so important they felt they need to stop trading on, but they didn't tell us what it is. So
Well, we thought we'd get an answer here, but it doesn't look like we're gonna. But just let's in closing, let's just figure out what's Taproot upgrade happening on the 16th in BTC and Bitcoin. What's that? Do you know what that is?
So to me, yes, and that would be a very extended conversation. And everybody already knows that it's a formality right now at this point. So I don't think that's not a catalyst at all.
Oh, what? Mining facility caught fire. LOL. Oh, you're joking, Ryan. You're killing me. Actually, you know what? I never thought of this. I won't tell you what I'm going to do because you guys would be like, I'm going to TikTok it.
Oh, great.
I'm a big TikToker, guys.
Spread false rumors.
Yeah.
I do not approve of that. I'm not a party to this.
What was it? Hive blockchain. Well, I mean, you know, we're TikTok it. Did you, what is it? Go on Twitter and check there?
Nobody knows. I checked the comments section everywhere. You're talking about for Hive?
Yeah.
Nobody knows. It's radio silence. We're going to have to wait and see what happens. So I don't think we're going to be able to report whatever it is that they have to report. It looks like we're not going to be able to report in this live stream. But more importantly, let's just take a look, end up looking at the chart here. So if I zoom in, we are really holding 67,000. So in my opinion, this was 11 o'clock last night. So from 11 o'clock last night, where we were at a high of 68.5, we just ran down about $1,500, tested 67,000. In my opinion, it looks like we're holding. So this unbelievably green day for 5 minutes. So those of you that were paying attention were probably very happy for 5 minutes or less and not as happy. But it's come way back. So everything's getting near break even on the day. I'm hoping we finish the day green. Let's test 67. We got to test something at some point. So 67,000, if I was to tell you our first, pullback was going to be to go test 67,000, I think everybody would have been pretty happy with that. So I feel good about it as long as it holds, and it looks like it's holding. So those are my thoughts for this morning. Long day ahead. George, you got anything else?
Long day, long day, long day. But remember to buy low and sell high.
Always good advice.
There's
still some buying opportunities left, in my opinion, on the board. So I'm going to go see what's going on. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Sorry Hive didn't announce their announcement, so I guess we're just going to have to wait.
Oh, and last night somebody said Cleanspark to 150. See you guys.
All right,
Not
thanks,
financial
everybody.
advice.